It's been 360 days since life first began to spread across this world. In every corner of the landscape, life is thriving. Creatures move, feed, compete, and evolve, each shaped by the challenges of survival. The creature we're observing now is a plant eater. It can be recognized by its distinctive blue coloration, a common trait among herbivores in this environment. Plant eaters are typically large animals built for endurance rather than speed. Over generations, they have developed broad, flat teeth, perfectly suited for grinding tough vegetation. These teeth allow the animal to consume plants quickly and efficiently, an advantage that helps it compete with other herbivores whose teeth are less specialized. In a world where food must be gathered constantly, the ability to process plants faster can mean the difference between survival and starvation. But herbivores are not alone here. Let's see what else we can find. Moving through the terrain is a very different kind of creature, a predator. These animals are easily recognized by their red coloration and a mouth full of sharp teeth. Unlike the plant eaters, predators are built for hunting. Their teeth are designed to quickly dispatch prey, making them highly efficient hunters. But their adaptations go beyond just their teeth. Predators are generally smaller and lighter than the herbivores they hunt. This reduced mass allows them to move faster while expending less energy, an essential trait for chasing and catching other creatures. Every feature serves a purpose. Plant eaters, on the other hand, follow a different evolutionary strategy. Instead of speed, they rely on size and resilience. Their larger bodies make them more robust, capable of absorbing more damage during encounters with predators. Size offers another advantage as well. Greater mass means greater strength. A larger body and wider mouth allow these herbivores to deliver stronger blows and defend themselves more effectively when threatened. If you have watched my previous videos, you might be wondering why these creatures already appear to display a certain level of intelligence. Before we continue, I'll briefly explain what has changed behind the scenes. If you're not interested in the technical details, this might be a good moment to skip ahead. The biggest change I've made is to the creature's brain. Previously, a creature's vision was represented as a large flattened array of vectors. Each vector encoded what the creature could see in a particular direction. While this approach worked, it had a major drawback. The first hidden layer had to interpret raw visual information directly. In other words, the neural network layer had to figure out both what it was seeing and what it should do about it at the same time. This made evolution slow. The neurons were forced to encode far too much information, making useful behaviors harder to discover through mutation and selection. The new architecture introduces an additional step, a kind of visual encoder. Now each vision vector is first passed through a small processing layer before it reaches the main neural network. This encoder reduces the information from a high-dimensional vision vector down to an 8-dimensional representation. Importantly, the same encoder processes every single vision vector, regardless of which direction it represents. In effect, this component first tries to answer a simpler question: what are we looking at? A single vision vector can contain a surprising amount of information. For example, creatures can now detect details such as which direction another creature is facing, something that can be particularly important for predators deciding when to strike. Once each vector has been encoded, the resulting representations are flattened and passed to the main neural network, which then faces a different problem entirely. What should the creature do with this information? Which direction matters most? Is what the creature sees directly in front of it more important than what lies to the side? The system itself doesn't impose those answers. Evolution decides. Over time, mutations shape how the creatures interpret and prioritize what they are seeing. Exactly how this happens is difficult to determine from the architecture alone, but you can often infer it by carefully observing their behavior. Enough technical discussion, because this world is about to undergo a dramatic change. A bloom has begun. Across the landscape, vast numbers of tiles suddenly produce enormous quantities of plants. For herbivores, this is a period of abundance. Food is everywhere, and their population is about to grow rapidly. With more individuals comes more variation, and the potential for even greater diversity among the plant-eating species. Let's watch what happens. Now the bloom has passed, the excess vegetation has largely been consumed, and the balance of the ecosystem begins to shift once again. There are now too many herbivores for the available food supply. We can expect their population to decline. Meanwhile, the predators may benefit from this temporary surplus of prey. Their numbers are likely about to rise.